Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting out with some side dressing. I wouldn't say starting out. Took me all day, well, half the day to get this going. But we're just getting started here. I've almost ran out of full tank, so like probably 20 acres I got done here. Yeah, 18, so not doing too bad. I've got a different tractor on here this year, so I've got the 8235R on here this year rather than the 6150R because we traded off the 6430, got the 7R. Just had to switch some stuff around, so this is on here. This handles it a little bit better with being heavier and some more weight to hold that thing back, but it's working pretty good. I'm just getting used to it, so I'll show you here in a minute once we get going. Alright. Got a little bit of a pigweed problem here in this strip. The rest of the field's pretty clean though. I don't have my other monitor in here. I would be running AutoPath, I think. But I did import my guidance line, so I have those. Whenever we get started out in the middle, running SF3, so basically satellite RTK, and doing pretty good. It does pretty decent on the curves. I'll have to take over here on this one. Yeah, we're gonna run over corn, but the implement guidance on the planter has really came in nice, because like right here I would be running over both rows because the planter would have been too far apart on each pass. So with the implement guidance on the planter, that really helps to bring those together, keep them at 30 inches apart. That way I can keep the side dress tractor in between, because I've got a 15 row side dress bar and 24 row planter, so I'm on the split row, on the guest row right now. So as you can see, I'm on that end there. I'm gonna have to run over a little bit here to get going, but it doesn't work too bad. Okay, well, we got that side dressed. There's a couple of these shanks. I got like 12, I ordered 12 new ones this year, and we had some extra new ones laying around the shop, so I replaced every one on here. I kept some of the old ones that were good, but I had a couple of these new ones that were different, and so I adjusted them because they weren't going in the ground right. So on these we have two little, you can't see it, but there's two little holes on each side, and it sprays out the sides. On our older type, it just comes out the bottom, which I like this better. It's coming out the bottom. But I thought, well, I didn't really want these, but this is what they sent me, so I'm using them. And I noticed today that they weren't going in the ground right, so they were spraying everywhere. They weren't spraying too bad, but they were spraying a little bit, so I was afraid it was going to burn the corn. So I kind of took it, and you can see it's angled forward now. It was angled like straight, so I angled it forward a little bit, hoping to get the back down in the ground a little bit more, so that way we don't get so much nitrogen spraying around. So did that. We just put on one load because I'm waiting on my sulfur is down south at the other farm. We kind of spread it out and put some of the fertilizer here and some of it down there, but I used up everything for planting here, so we really need to get another load of sulfur to put on, but I don't know if we'll get to it or not. So I think I'm gonna go put this up for tonight. I don't know if we'll be able to plant tomorrow. I know that Colton is working some ground right now. It was a little bit wet this morning, but I think it dried out enough today. So we're gonna go put this up and probably call it a night. All right, it's Tuesday. I haven't really filled you in very much today, but we are fighting rain right now. It's already poured over here once. I wouldn't say poured, but solid rain. But I'd already mixed up 400 gallon of fertilizer with Xyway in it, which is a fungicide. It's going on 2x2. We've never tried it. We were supposed to try it on a 100-acre field that we're probably not even going to get planted this year. So I wanted to try it at least a little bit. So mixed up 400 gallon. That's what I'm at right now. I came over to this about 80-ish acre field and wanted to get the whole thing planted today, but looks like I'm going to get about 25 acres done in it, because with the tank mix I can do like 27 acres. So I need to get this ran out of the planter though, because if I leave it in here, it will have a mess. This stuff like gels up. It's nasty stuff from what I've heard. So once I get rained out here in a minute, which it's gonna happen here in a minute, because there's a whole line of stuff that's coming this way that wasn't supposed to come until like 5 o'clock, and it's 3:30 right now. So Cody was planting beans over there at the barn, and it poured over there, like probably a significant amount of rainfall over there, so he quit. He's over there right now. I think he was bush hogging or something, but I'm gonna go until I run out. I'm probably gonna put in a little bit of just straight of our fertilizer blend. That way I can kind of wash this out a little bit, and then I'm gonna use the spray trailer, which is over there at the barn, run water through the planter. That way clean out all the flow sensors on all the rows and everything. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I don't get rained out, but it's looking like it's pretty well inevitable at this point. Yeah, we're done. I folded up and left. I got 25.5 acres, which I should have gotten like 27, but I may not have had exactly 400 gallon in there. I don't know. But that's pretty close nonetheless. So we're heading back over to the barn. I'll have Cody bring me back over to get the fertilizer trailer, and then I'm gonna back the spray trailer out over here and get this thing rinsed out. I didn't, like I said, I got rained out on that same pass, so I didn't have a chance to put the regular fertilizer blend in there. So I'm throwing mud all over my tank somehow, and that's like 20 feet back there. I don't understand how that works, but anyways, we're gonna head over to the barn. We're not but a mile or two away, so not a big deal. And then we'll see how much it's gonna rain here. Hopefully not much. We can get back out here in the next couple of days. It's looking like the 10-day forecast is pretty well clear. Okay, we are washing the planter off. Cody was using the hose and kind of washing all the mud off of it. Actually, it looks really good now. And then I'm pulling water from the spray trailer and just rinsing out. You can see all my drop tubes are going. So just rinsing out all that fertilizer. I don't know how much it's gonna rain. It's really just kind of drizzling here. It's not really doing a whole lot. So hopefully we can get out of this without a lot, and then looking like a little bit of a chance tomorrow. So if we don't end up with a bunch out of what we get tomorrow, we should be able to get back at it here. And it looks like the forecast is gonna be pretty clear for the next few days. So hopefully we can get done with corn and kind of finish that all up. So we're gonna finish up washing this off, and then I think we're gonna go get that other tender, get my fertilizer tender, and then I think I'm gonna bring it back home. That way I can use it to side dress with, and then probably just leave the seed tender here. All right, it's Thursday. It's a beautiful day. We've got hay being cut across the road. There's George Beat. I was out here checking this corn, checking ground, see if I can come out here and side dress. I'm gonna get on that right after lunch here. Corn's looking really good here, so this is the first planted stuff. But we're gonna see what we can do here. Open this gate for him. Okay, well, I forgot my phone on the spray trailer in the first load, but we got our second load, and we're out here in the field. We got most of the terraces done and all that stuff, so kind of out here wide open now, so doing pretty good. Auto steer SF3 is working pretty good. Not steering anything out here in the middle, which works pretty good. Pay attention to what's going on here. Corn looks pretty good overall. There's a few spots where the cover crop was heavy and it had a hard time coming through, but those are kind of the wetter spots and stuff like that. So overall, it's not too bad out here. So the ground is solid. It's not dry, but solid. So I'm thinking we can probably get out and plant some more corn on Saturday, and it'll be pretty fit. So I'm gonna keep side dressing here today. I only had enough for 2 loads here on the spray trailer, or on the fertilizer trailer, and Dad had to go get me some more sulfur down south. So we're doing 38 gallons of 32%, 2.5 gallons of sulfur, 2 quarts of boron, and 2 quarts of zinc in here. So that's what showed that we needed. So trying to get those fertilizers in here and get them on. So it's a lot easier to get it on our corn than it is our soybeans, but this doing it with the 2x2 and the side dress works pretty good. I'm trying to get turned around here with one hand, but anyways, got a little bit of a rock pile to go over here. So it's getting pretty close to time to get out here and spray. We need to get on it pretty quick. We got a lot of pigweeds coming through. This is actually one of the better areas here. If you go up that way towards those terraces, we had a lot of trouble with pigweed last year in the soybeans, and that's of course coming back this year. So we're gonna have to get that under control here pretty soon. This here is not bad because this is what caught on fire last summer whenever they were mowing straw down. So pretty well burned up all the seed and stuff, but you can see the later corn down here in the bottom. I've got to do up there on top of the top terrace, and then after I get everything else done, I'll go down here and do this smaller corn. It's kind of small, but I'm already here, so I might as well do it if I've got the fertilizer around. So that's worked. So it's actually a little bit drier on top. I think the whole ground is actually drier down there where that was worked up, because it's letting it air out a little bit. So shouldn't be any trouble getting across that.
Okay, so it's Cody here, and I am riding with Brad currently. We are trying out the new baler. We just put its first drops of hay in like a couple seconds ago.
Right, our monitor's working.
Monitor is working. Quote with Brad. So it's going good. We unhooked the 6150 from the bush hog this morning and stuck it on here to give this a shot, make sure we like this baler. So I mean, the first 2 minutes is going good, but let's not get our hopes up.
All right, finally getting this thing figured out. There's the other baler down there. But we got both balers rolling now, so I'm trying to get this thing figured out. We had a little bit of trouble with some net wrap earlier and got that figured out. Now I just haven't got the whole automation thing figured out yet. So I'm just baling manually right now because we need to get this hay baled tonight. They're talking rain tomorrow around noon, so we need to get this stuff picked up and done, because probably won't be a chance to bale it tomorrow. So anyways, we're gonna keep going here. I don't know, I've been kind of looking around at trying to figure this automation out, but I'm thinking we have to have some kind of a code that we don't have, and I don't know, but I'll figure it out eventually. Okay, we got those other fields done. now we're all in the same field here. There's the other baler. There's the rake. And this thing's working pretty good. I think I'm needing an activation code for this, so we're just gonna have to wait till Monday on that. But it's Friday night right now, but it's not a big deal. It's not like it's keeping us from baling. I just wanted to try and get that going here at some point to make sure we've got all the right stuff to use the activation, to use the automation. So the automation basically stops the tractor, because this is an IVT tractor. It automatically stops the tractor and then automatically dumps the bale and sets it back down and keeps going. So basically all you have to do is steer, I'm pretty sure. So but we're just gonna try to get that going here at some point, which we will. It'll just take some time to get it all going, but this thing's working pretty good now that we got it all figured out. Alright, we're back at it. I can really knock out a field pretty quick with 2 balers. It's kind of hard for you guys to see with all the sun, but so this pre-cutter on this baler is actually working pretty good. We took every other knife out on the cutter there on the front, just so we weren't cutting it so short. But we did that, and it's coming out about 5 or 6 inch pieces, and it looks like it's gonna be a pretty good deal. So we've always wanted to try one of these pre-cutters, so I think it's gonna be worth it. We just got to see how our bales turn out come this winter. Okay, well, we're back planting this morning, Saturday, and probably not gonna last long. We've done 10 acres so far, and it said, my phone just said light rain starting in 25 minutes. So we've got an 80-ish acre field, so probably not gonna get done. But we're trying anyways. It's still too wet, but we're going anyways, because I don't know. But everything seems to be working pretty decent, so we need to get this field sprayed. Dad's spraying back home, I think. Cody's planting beans back home. It's too wet down here at the field where he's got to plant beans at, because we got more rain at that field than we did here. So then it's gonna rain more, so hopefully it doesn't rain too much, and just kind of a light rain, which it looks like it's gonna be, but who knows. So well, we got the field done. We kind of missed that first round of rain, so my thing just said like light rain starting again in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna park this here for now. I got the semi started. We're gonna take it back over to the barn and get my pickup truck, and then we're gonna go look at another field to see if we can plant it or part of it. We're probably gonna leave part of it laying out, but we might plant another part of it. So we're gonna go look at that and see if that's even an option. If not, then we got another field in the other direction that I know will be dry. So we'll see, but it may be raining by that time anyways. So we're just gonna kind of wait around and see. Might go grab something to eat if it looks like it's gonna actually rain. But we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, well, after a lot of time, we've made it over to the next field that is dry. We've got 60 acres here, and we've got 60 acres over there in the distance. So we've got enough ground to keep us busy here tonight. Hopefully I can get this all done. But I just mixed up another batch with Xyway in it. So we're gonna see how that goes. I've noticed that I've got a little bit of low flow from the other day running it, but I don't know if that's just coincidence or what, but not much I'm gonna do about it. I cleaned the filters out, so, and I washed it out with water the other day after we got done, so I don't know what else I can do, but we're mixing up another 400 gallon of that. We're gonna give it a shot here in this field, and then we'll switch back to our regular fertilizer. All right, well, it's been a while, but we're still in this same field over here. It's taken me a while because I had to get everything moved over here, and then I had to go mix fertilizer a minute ago because my tender ran out. So I had to mix the nitrogen, 1034O, sulfur, boron, zinc. We had to mix that all in, get that loaded up to about 2,000 gallons. So I needed about 1,000 or 1,200 to finish this farm here, and then I'll have 1,000 left to go wherever I'm gonna go yet tomorrow. So I'm gonna quit here after I get this 60 acre field done. So, well, I'm actually at 60 acres right now. It's gonna be a little bit more, but this is the one here by the house. So we got the other one across the road yet to do tomorrow. It's looking like the weather's gonna stay clear tomorrow. If there is any rain, it's just like a slight chance. So hopefully we'll be able to miss that, and we get back out here tomorrow. So get turned around here, and about ready to head home. It's 10 o'clock, so not too bad getting finished up. Gonna be about 110 or 115 acres for the day, which is not too bad considering I had to move stuff around, the fertilizer tender and everything, and so not too bad. Colton was down here. He was working ground in front of the bean planter. So Cody's gonna come down tomorrow and plant some seed beans. All that ground is prepped and ready to go. Everything that needed to be worked is worked. It's actually pretty dry down there on those wet farms. So he should be able to get all that planted tomorrow down that way. And then we got up there at the barn is actually pretty wet. I think the rain came up at an angle the other day from the southwest and kind of clipped some of the west farms here, and then, you know, didn't get some of the ones that are farther south and east. So that's why it was really spotty today on where the rain or where the fields were dry at. So had to kind of look around for a while. Cody's back home today. He was finished planting a few little fields of soybeans with the air drill, and then he switched over to planting milo with the air drill. So kind of get that started. We need to get that milo in the ground, that way it gets matured this fall. But I don't know how much he'll get done of that today. Probably just that 30 acres there at the farm. But anyways, I haven't talked to him yet in a while today, so I'm gonna finish up these last 3 passes here and call it a night.
All right, guys, it's Cody here. I am got going good now. I am planting beans with my planter, and we had a little trouble this morning. I unfolded it, and of course one of my wing tires was flat, so I got that off and somehow got it back on the bead, but I did, and it's holding fine. So who knows, just one of those things. When you have a good day and try to get going, nothing can work perfect. That's against the farming rules. But I had a little bit of trouble with my row cleaners here in this this worked ground. I'm working, and Colton's worked it up good, and so I'm trying to just get them to hover above the ground, and I had a couple that weren't cooperating, but that's all good. And so we're about halfway done with the field right now. It's I believe it's Sunday today. So there's about, I think it's about like 1:30 right now. So we got about 180 acres here. Gonna try to get done today, but we'll probably get it wiped out here. I should be able to. But yeah.
Okay, it's Sunday. We're back planting again. Well, we haven't started yet. Filled up with seed, filling up with fertilizer, greased the planter, and we're gonna get started here. Okay, well, it's Monday now. I didn't finish filming anything yesterday after I planted that field, but I got that field planted yesterday, 60 acres, and today I moved over here to Central, or Mockport, whatever you want to call it, and planting over here 120 acres. So that'll be in next week's video. So we had a pretty productive week here. Finally getting some dry weather where we can get everything in. It's a little bit late, but I guess better late than never. So I'm gonna keep planting here tonight. Thank you for watching this week's video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.